Peace, appreciation, and value, my people. Peace, appreciation, and value. Now, without further ado, let me get right into this. Now, we're going to sit down on this 4th of July, and we're going to sit here and we're going to, as galactic brothers and sisters, we're going to look at this together, as well as the other races of people. I want you to really look at this, and I really want you to tell me what you feel. You understand? And I'm going to give you my theory and my opinion. I look forward to reading the some of the comments. I look forward to reading the comments. Now, the first thing that stand out to me is that this is a gas line that erupted underwater. Let's start with this. Gulf of Mexico, gas line erupted underwater. It's underwater, my people. Now, second thing stood out is that why are these are fucking boats that's spraying water on top of water. They're spraying water on top of water. Now let's let this play a little bit.
It may look just like a scene from a disaster movie, but this is real. This video captured today when the ocean caught fire in the Gulf of Mexico, just west of the Yucatan Peninsula. Those dramatic images of the ocean aflame quickly going viral on social media. Some people calling it an eye of fire, while others said it looked like the portal to hell opening up. Pemex, the Mexican state-run oil company, says an underground natural gas pipeline sprung a leak that caused that mid-ocean fire. A number of firefighting boats pumped water onto the fire for nearly 5 hours until it was eventually extinguished. They put out a fire on the ocean. An oil platform nearby, not damaged.
Hold the fuck up, people. Did you hear the end part? They put out a fire in the ocean. Wait a fucking minute. We got to play this shit one more again, people. We got to play this shit one more again. Mind you, this was a small crack in a pipeline that burst and that it's underwater, and they're using boats with water to put out the fire. That's already in water. Hold up. Listen to this shit again.
It still boggles the mind to look at it. It may look just like a scene from a disaster movie, but this is real. This video captured today when the ocean caught fire in the Gulf of Mexico, just west of the Yucatan Peninsula. Those dramatic images of the ocean aflame quickly going viral on social media. Some people calling it an eye of fire, while others said it looked like the portal to hell opening up. Pemex, the Mexican state-run oil company, says an underground natural gas pipeline sprung a leak that caused that mid-ocean fire. A number of firefighting boats pumped water onto the fire for nearly 5 hours until it was eventually extinguished. They put out a fire on the ocean. An oil platform nearby, not damaged.
Now, hold on, my people. Hold up. Here we go. Now, this is a professional fire rescue class. Now, listen to this. Listen to what he got to say. Did you hear that? Never put water on a fuel fire. Look at the top left corner. Never put water on a fuel fire. Excuse me?
Out a fire on the ocean. An oil platform nearby, not damaged.
One more again.
Water onto the fire for nearly 5 hours until it was fighting boats pumped water onto the fire for nearly fighting boats pumped water onto the fire for nearly 5 hours until it was eventually fighting boats pumped water onto the fire for nearly 5 hours until it was eventually.
Now this is a professional firefighter doing a class. Everybody said never put water on a fuel fire, but yet they pumping water on a fuel fire. Hold on, let me bring this back to you right here. I want y'all to look at something. Remember this scene. Let me pull it. Let me play it a little bit. Look at that. Look at that right there. Now, I want you to look at this. I want you to look at this. This was NASA Cam, and they shut the feed off. This was a hole. This was going towards the hole, the entry of Earth, and they shut the feed off. Look at the fiery color. Hold on. I'm not saying that's what it is. That's not what I'm saying. I want you to think. I just want you to think. I'm going to give you another scenario too. This is the hole, the entrance going into Earth. NASA feed. Earth filmed from space. Hold on. Now, this is a volcano erupting underwater.
The spot is still producing magma, which tries to force its way out through the crust. The volcanic process
Notice the rocks.
is once again underway, destroying an environment and building a new one. It starts its long ascent to the surface. The hotspot pierces the Earth's crust and unleashes its power. Nothing can stop it.
Looks familiar? Looks familiar? Looks familiar? Let me go back over here one more again. Looks familiar? Looks familiar? Huh? Looks familiar? Never put water on a fuel fire. Yet, water, gas pipeline ruptures, fuel, but you have a professional firefighter that's training other firefighters and say, never put fuel, never put gas on a fuel, never put water on a fuel fire. And this is this was a recorded screen. Someone was filming NASA. This was out for years. This was out for years now, my people, a couple years now. And someone was recording, again, they screen record as NASA do their live feed, and NASA shut this shit off. But it was too much. They let so much up. So they were so mesmerized about that shit. And then if you go, hold on. You look at this. This is a volcano erupting underwater. Look at that. I want y'all to do one more thing. I told y'all it's not about me. Go pull up this man's channel right here. He always report on Yellowstone. Just here you go right here. He always report on Yellowstone. Wow, and this is what they will put as a presentation to me on TV. Whoa. Wow. He always reports on Yellowstone about the volcano activity, the lava that's moving, the earthquakes activity that's constantly happening over here. Here you go right here. He constantly reporting on Yellowstone. And look at where Yellowstone at and this distance between the Gulf of Mexico. Lava is moving all over. Iceland, all the fuck over. All the volcanoes are being active, even volcanoes that you don't even know, underground volcanoes. Underground. Now, let me go over to this real fast. The people that are on TV, from the top all the way to the bottom, from your fake governor officials, politicians, your suits, to the ones who created them, they all give you false promises and hopes. They all lie to you. They are all sociopath. Even the suburban area or your neighbor, Sarah, Joey. Sociopath. And this is what's taking place. This is why this is taking place right here. This is why this is taking place right here. Right here. Right before your fucking eyes. It is happening fast. Fast. And you are buying the stories that they are giving you. You are buying the stories that they are feeding you. Buying this shit. Are you serious? Because you are a pathological liar, sociopath. Play this.
No good apples out there. White people make my blood boil. When you say there are no good apples out there, what kind of claim are you making?
I'm talking about people have this idea that racism is something that if you're consciously racist or if you're a Klan member, and I'm sort of making the claim that racism is something that is unconscious and it is actually in everyone, and everyone uses these words systemic. They're like, you know, I know that racism is systemic, and yet individually when you call them out, they'll be like, well, it's not me, you can't say that. And so there's a disconnect between use of the word systemic and saying that racism is everywhere, but the moment you point it out individually, there's sort of people disown their own violence and racism.
Would it be fair to say, based on your expertise, that white people are psychopathic?
I think so. Yeah. I mean, I think that there's many lies that, and I didn't get to that part because what I've delivered was only part of a first series of talks. But the level of lying that white people do that has started since colonialism, we're just used to it. Such as every time that you steal a country, you loot, you say you've discovered something. I mean, this level of lie is actually part of history.
You don't talk about how you got the country, how you wiped out 2 continents with venereal diseases through physical, violent abuse, and now through psychological abuse. We have gotten used to a lie. And we feel disdain towards the truth.
We don't say that we killed all these people, we got rid of all the Native Americans. We say we discovered America. You don't talk about the level of death. You don't talk about the level of what actually occurred. You wipe the slate clean, you sanitize the violence, and you actually got lost along the way. You're trying to go to India, and then you say you discovered something. And this level of discovery is everywhere. You've discovered vegetarianism. You know, you've discovered yoga. You've discovered everything is a discovery, and it's all actually stolen.
All of it actually stolen, a flat out complete lie. And this is something that this is something that my people have accepted. A lie. We are living a complete lie on this planet. A complete lie. And this is why it's 2 homes being set up. 2 homes are being set up on this planet. Huh? Oh, let me play this too.
White what? Culture? I don't even know. I don't know if there is a white culture.
What is white culture?
Well, that might go back to white privilege then, if you're looking deeper. But white culture?
People say, like, when people are defending black culture, they go, oh, what about white culture? But white culture is nothing. We have Irish pride and we have Italian pride, and black culture is made up because African culture was lost.
Oh gosh. What is white culture? Oh wait, white culture is taking everybody else's stuff.
Yes, that's white culture. That's white culture.
Oh man.
White culture?
Yeah, I could answer that.
You see, that's how sad it is, my people. And we have adapted that sadness, that same sadness right there, that we allow these people to continue to live off of us. More importantly, let me just say this to y'all. All other races, you had a free will, free choice. And that's what's coming your way for you to learn that, for you to see that. You will no longer fatten up your bellies off of our backs. You will no longer do that. You will no longer feel comfortable going to your classrooms, your so-called occupations, your job, your professors, your physicians. You will no longer be comfortable medically experimenting on us, psychologically destroying us, feeding us your lifestyle, your fake culture, having us react in your animalistic ways. You will no longer get away with this. No longer. This is over. And all of the races that have adapted this slavery mentality, this hatred for my people who gave you life, goodbye. Goodbye.